And we're back for another 30 minutes. Do a little bit of finagling with my stuff. I think. Okay. We're gonna do that. Make sure my mic is nice and close. Alright. 30 minutes, Titania. Now, before we get into the build, I would like to say that I am going to be swapping back over to just downloading the Twitch VOD and uploading that, because even though technically the quality is increased by using the OBS, the aspect ratio gets all wonky. And I looked into capture cards, and those I cannot justify spending that kind of moolah on that right now. That is definitely a future endeavor. So we're just gonna have to stick with 720p and super terribly compressed visuals whenever things get rough. But I will see about getting a capture card at some point in the future. Now, Titania. No arcane shots, so we're going to immediately get into the build, which is going to solely focus on her Razor Wing. So that's a little bit of that. A little bit unconventional, especially with Aviator in there. And but it focuses solely on the secondary stuff. Probably not going to be ending up using these because I'm going to be in the 4th form as much as humanly possible, but we're still going to look at the stuff and sorting for that. This is the Sobek that's the build that I use with my Saren. I will be showing that off at some point in the future because that Saren build goes crazy. This is the Titania Prime.
Excellent armaments.
The Cronin Prime.
Please return.
The builds that I'm showing here, by the way, the ones that I use on these weapons. So even though I'm not going to be using them all that much, or at all, it's still going to be consistent with like them being good. This is the Dexpixia build, and this is going to be the Water Prime build. I almost forgot. We're going to go over here. These remain forever unchanged. Bingo, bango, bingo, bango. My Saint Skizinator with, of course, the Lamar Citizen Pod. Hephaestus. And Panzer Claws. My dual Desirions. With the ribbon. That is everything for that. Now, Titania, you give from Earth. At least an Earth quest.
Oh, lovely. Everything in place.
So, there's defense. I've done both defenses at this rate and the excavation already. So it's like, you know. Oh well. I almost forgot. Put that definitely on solo. Alright, we're just gonna do this on Infested. Cause why not?
Your enemies have grown
So
fierce. Use all that you have
it'd be something like this. Where I put the oh, I'm lost. Oh, there you are. This is just for it's definitely going to focus mostly on shooting like this. Look how beautiful this is. Now there is an ammo efficiency secondary arcane that I actually do not have. I need to be doing more Descendia to get it, I believe. That's where you want to get it. Oh, I'm status immune. That's very, very completely forget. It makes Titania a top pick right there alone. Straight up, not even kidding. At least to me, she is. Let me turn down that. She is obscenely good, just purely because of the status immunity. And look at that efficiency, by the way, fellas. I can set over 700 energy. Also, that's why I'm not moving or sprinting ahead of 4 because I go way too fast. I think I've mentioned this before, but she is one of, if not the fastest frame. Because no other Warframe's gonna be able to get that point back, that point like that, without Nova having some portals already preset in the path. Because again, the time it gets me here, and then here, if I were to go back and forth instantly, if Nova's placing portals, or needing to place portals, then I've already traveled that distance by the time she actually casts the ability. So annoying. Titania is a wonderful pick though, especially for like capture. Like if you're trying to speedrun some captures, you can get some sub 30-second runs with capture. That is. And if your load times are crazy too, that is how you farm the road right there, Bubba. Straight up, that is heat. So, you know, pretty good stuff. The only issue is going to be Perchance taking me out of this form because it obviously can be decast.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle
Hold on, let me.
more of the
4.5 minutes. That ain't bad.
Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Oh no. Subjects. My guy just went absolutely crazy. By the way, also some Arc-Wing action, since she's technically an Arc-Wing. You know what's funny about Arc-Wing 2 is that Titania's shrunken down right now in the normal motion, so everything looks bigger. This is how Arc-Wing functions as well. Like in Arc-Wing missions, you are shrunk down in size. Like there are some things that look abnormally large, and that's not because they're large, it's because you are small. That reminds me way back when, see, Arc-Wing is already hard to manage. Now, back in my day, this is one of the mistakes I'm just myself up. Back in my day, of whenever I started, Arcwing, you used to be able to turn upside down, like that. It didn't stop up like that, right? Like I can't go further than this, but I used to go up, be able to go upside down in the Arcwing, so you could really get just completely disoriented and not even know which way it is. Now, if you were to stand still, it would. What do you use it? It would automatically put you upright after a little bit. But you could seriously get yourself mixed up. And there was also no teleporting function as well. This wasn't a thing. Anyways, that's what I mean by it has something. Actually, it might not. But she has teleportation and super speed, so makes her really difficult and fastest. Now, I'm sure there's an argument to be had of her not being the fastest. I'm just saying that because, I mean, fucking look at this. Like, where am I even going? There's not a Warframe out there that I'm aware of that can make you go so fast that you lose track of where you are. Another reason, by the way, that I'm going back to just going to uploading the VOD to YouTube is also because the file size, whenever I do it the OBS method, is significantly higher. Like, significantly higher. So, we got some drawbacks to it. Excuse me. I've been a little bit sick today, if you couldn't tell. I am absolutely blasted. Feel like total cheeks and buns put together. You get cheeks and buns, you know. Yeah, those are ancient Babylonian secrets right there. I heard this as well. By the way, I don't know. I should probably be listening to myself on the stream, but the thing is that my desk is halfway across the room. Not halfway across the room, it is. Technically, it's not terribly far away comparatively to across the rooms would be, but there's some space in between, and you know, it's like, because I'm sitting on my bed right now. See, my place here is quite interesting in the sense that where are we? Oh. Oh, there you are. Definitely don't want to do any of that. But, what was I just saying? What's over here? I'm assuming that it was
Continue to
Malice that was spawning
be
those.
rewarded for your bravery.
What was I literally? I you'd think I'd straight up have Alzheimer's or something. Forgetting things. Did my guy die, by the way? My home slice my keyboard. Where'd he go? I think he did. I guess we're, you know what, we're gonna call my crewmate. On another Spectre. Look at this. Whoa! Oh yeah, I also may or may not have, like before I started streaming, by the way, did Elite Temporal Archimedia and Elite Deep Archimedia. That is a good idea, now that I'm thinking about it, to me just do all of like my weekly stuff every week on stream or something, just to have something going on. The thing is about doing all this stuff though is that it does require investment. Like, well that's not like I kinda knew. I absolutely knew that it would require investment to get good quality. I just didn't realize just the depth of like, initial investment that you would need, which is a pretty good chunk of investment. Gone are the days of like having shoddy equipment and that's what's like alright. Now you really do need to have a higher base to stand a chance, right? Now, that's not to say that I haven't been increasing in popularity as I've been going, but I'm sure if I had like all my videos that I've been doing so far at like 1080p, you know, didn't have that granular effect, where actually watchable videos and my mic quality was increased, I'm sure I would have been picking up a little bit faster than I am now. And I knew that. But I was like, oh, let me just do this. But it's like the proprietary tools that you're given to make it easier are not exactly good tools. You need to really get your phone to get proper quality out of it. Now, am I really going to be delving deep into this whole content creating thing? I don't know. I have no idea yet. I'm not exactly at a point in my life where I can really make a move on that. Although technically I do have the money to do so, I need to not be so frivolous with my spending. I'm already frivolous enough with my spending when it comes to fucking Warframe, right? I don't do it often, but I mean, hell, I just recently spent fucking $150 on a whim just because I wanted the Prime access for the Prime, right? Now I could do that, I could afford that, but I can't just be doing that. Because I have other things to do for getting, like specifically the main thing is having money back in my back pocket so I can pay for the classes. Like, because I'm already looking at around $450 to $500 for the 2 classes that I'm waiting for in the summer. it's like, even though the capture card to be able to get good quality is only 150 some odd bucks, it's like I gotta be careful, because if I'm not gonna be able to spend the money that I need to get my classes first, then we're gonna have issues. Like I'm gonna have issues with it. So it's a balancing act. I didn't save as much money as I did by just spending it wildly. You know, it's a balancing act, and it's like I also gotta make sure. Like the reason why I'm able to spend it on my money on Warframe, but like not on like the stuff I would need to increase my stuff, is increase the quality of my content, is because I don't know yet if I'm gonna really be sinking my teeth into this. Right? Like that's not a decision that I've made yet, and it wouldn't exactly be smart to be putting a bunch of money in and realizing that maybe I don't want to do it. Now I have all this stuff, and it's like I'm not gonna ever use it. Like, it's just kind of a waste. I don't like wasting stuff. The reason why my money isn't wasted on Warframe is because I play it. Obviously, right? I've been playing this game since 2015. I play it a lot, so anything that I spend on it, the fun value I get a return on my investment is just purely based on fun value. So it's not, at least to me, it's not wasted money. Whereas like streaming equipment and whatnot, like making to where I can have like good recordings and shit like that, it's like, it would be a waste if I didn't use it. And I don't want to force myself to do it. Try to make money, because that would show in the quality. Even if I had all this stuff, if I'm not willing to put in the effort to make it more like quality, or utilize the equipment to create quality things, it's going to reflect poorly. So I don't like waste, essentially. We'll see how it goes. So, fortunately, we will be dealing with compressed visuals and terrible mic audio quality. And perhaps add some, wabi-sabi to my stuff. And it's not like these videos are completely just wasteful either, because the first minute and a half, 2 minutes, whenever I showcase the builds, maybe, there's some people that have gotten their build idea. Maybe they're using the builds that I've been using. I don't know. But that's like the main point. This whole 30 minutes thing is just kind of showcasing like my stuff and how it works. And even though you can barely see the gameplay, it's like, obviously I'm successful with the build, right? If I'm uploading it and not putting failed next to it like I did with the site. Which, by the way, might get a redux at some point. I think I've said that before, but I'm reiterating that now. I have not checked this in a while. We're at we can get up to 50, I think. Wait. But, yeah, don't like waste. Don't like waste, so I don't like wasting stuff. Because it's also a whole another subset of skills that I'd have to learn as well. And the thing is about whenever I try to learn stuff is that I like learning, right? And my attention, I'm not a really big guy on multitasking, in the sense that I can split my attention into 2 different ways, like learn different things. So like I'm in college right now, right? So what I mean by that is like being able to learn the stuff that I need to from my classes and also learn the skills necessary to make quality content. It's a tough thing to do, both at the same time. Is it impossible? No, but it's an unnecessary strain. Whereas my method now of just kind of dealing with the shit quality, I can just do it for fun. I play the game, stream it, download it, upload it, and then bam, it's done. People get the builds that they need in the first minute and a half. They don't even need to watch the rest of it. They can if they want to. If they like having eyes, they won't. But it's just, you know, it's just for funsies right now. Now, I could try to develop a system of being able to sink my teeth through it and have fun with it, but that is not a position that I'm in right now to learn. Again, I'm not very much on multitasking. I gotta hone in on things, certain things at a time, so that I'm not needlessly stressed. Because who would have thought? I don't like being stressed out. I'm already stressed out enough as it is, you know, having to work and go to classes, which some people might have rolled their eyes, be like, oh, boo boo. It's tough stuff. Absolutely, it is tough stuff to have to do both. Am I doing it? Yeah. Am I gonna complain about it? Also. Ow. This sucks. It's the craziest thing. The fact that I can really, I've got some early wounds before, like gouges, scrapes, cuts, burns, blisters, all kinds of things, and I can really get this off. Really, I can just grit my teeth all day. I get sick, and it's over. Literally over. Not necessarily like other people where they're actually like bedridden, but like because I can't exactly be bedridden to allow myself to be bedridden, but it is definitely tough stuff. Like it sucks so much more whenever I'm sick than whenever I get, I don't know, my fucking elbow gouged or like, you know, grinding my face against the concrete at high speeds. It gets. And I can just walk that stuff off. That's a funny story, by the way. I fell off my bike once. I crashed on my bicycle. Not a bike, not like a motorcycle, but like a pedaling bicycle bike. And I was coming home from school. I was on my bike, and I had this bright idea. I don't know why I had this bright idea, but I had a fantastic idea. Coming off a big hill, like a big old hill. It's a really steep hill, just outside of the university, and that I was right next to, because I have to go through the university from my high school to get to my house, right? Because they're like right next to each other, the university and the high school. At least the one I went to, the U of A, by the way, if you guys are curious, University of Arkansas, and coming off this big hill. And I was in front of that horse, and basically what happened was like, I have a great idea. So I don't even know how to describe this necessarily. But like I stand up on my bike, I lift my right leg over the side, and it's just my left leg propping me up, standing on the pedal as I'm going, and then I think what it was is that I put my right foot down. I don't know why I did this. It just kind of happened. I was like, I wasn't even thinking thoughts. It just occurred. Needless to say, I ate shit terribly. Like, gobbled shit up and just skidded across the sidewalk, grinding my whole face down. And I'm like, damn. So I get up. There is blood pouring down my face. I'm walking the rest of the way home. I'm still like a good quarter mile away from my house at this point. So, you know, I'm walking. And as I'm walking, there was only a singular person. He was in a truck that slowed down. He was like, "Hey, are you alright?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, okay, and then he and then he waddles away, right? And I walk my happy ass all the way back home. I get inside, and yeah, it was funny too. My stepmom, she initially didn't even. Sir? Oh. Not a big fan of you stopping me. There we go. But yeah, she didn't even like, cause I walked through the door. I'm not even making any like irregular noises. Or no. I think I walk up and she was like, hey, what's up? I think she was like, working on something. She looks behind her and she's like, oh, what happened to you? I'm like, I crashed into the bike. She's like, oh, well, you should probably go to the emergency room. I'm like, yeah. And then that's where we go. But that's what I mean by like I can walk that shit out. I was like a damn hot mess. I had like road rash on my wrists, face. My friends thought I got jumped, so they were like, man, we're about to pull up on whoever did that to you. I'm like, nah, I just crashed on my bike. The moment they saw me, they're like, oh my god, who the hell jumped you? Like, and they were ready to slide. What's funny about that too is that the same day, the day after, I think this happened on the weekend as well, so it was a couple days after. It was the weekend that happened, and then I go back to class the following Monday. And the day that I get back, there was this kid. He was the neighborhood rich kid where Gucci and whatnot, and he's the one that actually ended up getting jumped. He was a mess as well. So I actually had one of those moments of you should look at the other guy. He was a mess as well. I was not a unique camper during that portion of time, which was good. I went significantly under the radar back in high school. Like, I wasn't alone. All right, that's the thing. People have this notion about, it's like, oh well, I just want to be left alone. You know how you get left alone? Is you just be normal. And what do I mean by that? I was a sociable individual as needed. Now that's a really big important part. As needed. Right? Talk to people as needed. So you got a project. You got like a little classroom thing. Teacher wants you to participate. Get in the prize, talk to other people. You talk to the other people. You don't give people mean stink eyes and growl at them, right? I know I just so-called somebody out. But whoa! What the fuck happened to me? But yeah, you just do it as needed. And and what happened during my entire 4 years at the same high school, I make an emphasis on the same high school because during my elementary and middle school years, I moved around a lot to different states. So, but stayed in the same high school for 4 whole years. You know what never happened during that whole 4 years? Never got bullied once. Not even got a sideways glance once, right? Just straight under the damn radar.
Everyone pays in my playground.
So it's, you just, as needed. Anyway, that was 30 minutes with Titania. She's pretty good. So we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that too. 1,400 kills is pretty standard for 30 minutes on defenses, so nothing special there. Next up on the block is Trinity. I think this is going to be the first time we're going to be going to Pluto, because otherwise I didn't have a reason to go to Pluto. Let's see. I'm still waiting for this damn weapon. You know what? Just because of that, I'm still waiting on the Velt to get a Prime. Just because it needs one. Do I use it, the Velt? No, but I put 4 Forma into it for some reason. But we don't be asking questions, just trust the process, alright? Let's see. Why not? We'll use the Distressa as well. I don't like to look at that, so we're gonna change it, just cause. But yeah, that was 30 minutes with Titania, and I will catch y'all tomorrow whenever I do 30 minutes with Trinity. Perchance.